Hi there, we are live on YouTube. I guess I'm not down below. Hello, hello, hello. I am Dory Jo Stowell on Prairie Scraps, both on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you're not in my VIP group, Prairie Scraps Chuckin', let me know. I will give you a chance to get on here. Make sure that you let me know you're here. And if you don't see that red button, that red live button there and over here, go ahead and put hashtag replay so I know you are here, because of course that helps out my little small business. So oh, we are going to get going here. I was thinking I was having to hurry because my husband's that is hard to get on there, isn't it? This might be a challenge this evening. I'm going to put you down a little bit. My husband's family is in town, and because they're bear hunting up in the mountain. So anyway, I thought we were going to be going up there tonight, and I wanted to go with because my husband was going to take off, bring some stuff to them, and apparently he's not. So get to stay home. I have plenty of time to chalk because he's going back to work. Okay, this is a surface that I got at Michael's, and it was originally a $26 thing, and then it was marked down to $15. It's got a piece of twine on the back. This is the whole kit and caboodle. It is just put together on the back. I'm not exactly sure why it was. I guess it was $10 off, but then I think I got it for 70% off. I don't know what it was, but if I remember right, I thought I got it for like a few bucks. So anyway, I really like it. It's got kind of a white, off-white-ish plus wood grain-ish patina. So I'm actually going to do a two-part thing tonight. The first one I'm going to use is this United States of America transfer. Isn't this the cutest? What state are you watching from? I would love to hear. So when you come in, say, hey, tell me what state you're in, since we're doing the United States of America. Isn't that the cutest? It's got like all the states out there. But what I want, and now I'm like rethinking. I was thinking that because it's not quite big enough to go onto this surface. I'll put you down here for a little bit. And so it's not going to fill the surface entirely. And so that was my concern. I have a couple other options. And I think what I want to do is do this map in the background, just as a very vague background. So I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking either Dune or whatever. And it's going to have to be done a couple of times in order to get it on here. And so my thought was that I didn't really want, I was thinking about putting the United States down first and then putting the map on it over the top. So I was thinking about, so that I could do this first and then just go in as close as I could. But here's what I'm worried about. These little letters, I want to be able to read those. And if I go over it with the map won't be able to go under. So we're doing a couple layers. And the other thought I had was to do something. I don't think this fits on our 12. It won't. It won't fit on our paper either. I'm pretty sure. We have 12 by 12 chalk suede paper. That won't work. I'd also thought about like a piece of canvas. I do have a piece of canvas. And I may have to do that later anyway, just to get it all on there. So that's what my plan is for this evening. And I was just panicking because I couldn't get on YouTube. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. It's beyond me. I don't know. I'll put some light on here. I was kind of trying to keep cool. It's beautiful. It's hot. It feels hot here because we I think I want to put, see this side is a little bit more empty here. I think I want to put this over here. Whenever it gets moist here in Idaho, at least up by us, because it's such a dry area, it like, actually, now that I've got this off and folded on itself, don't do this at home. Don't do this. Be much more careful than I just was. This I've already used several times, so I do not have to fuzz it, but I am going to go ahead and use our wax and wax the surface because I do not, our surface wax. I don't want it to sink. I want it to be smeary. Is that a word, smeary? So I'm just going to wax this surface. I don't really know what they use or if they even did anything to seal this surface at all, but our surface wax is amazing. It takes just a little bit to seal it. You want, you know, sort of like Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. You know, the more you buff it, the shinier it'll be. This just gives anything wood you want to wax because it will seal the wax. This is going to have a rustic look, so I may come back, use a little sandpaper on things, but for the time being, we're going to wax. That's going to be our first process. Hey, Ann from Arizona. Yes, I bet you guys are steaming hot because how was I going to do that? We are fairly warm, but it is moist. It feels like it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain. So whenever we get moisture, it either feels really hot or really cold because we're not used to having any humidity here. It's kind of silly, actually. All right, I'm going to hold it up so I can find the edge. I don't want it to, you know, there's like kind of about a 1/2 inch edge around this map. I'm pretty sure this map is still available. So if you would like all of the things for this project, put map down below and I will get that. And I'm holding it up to the light so I can see it. Our new transfers, you no longer have to hold it up to the light, which is really great to find your placing. If you I do have another one, but I don't want to start another one. This has gotten some stretch to it. I've used this on a vintage suitcase. It looks so cute. So cute. I had even thought about doing this in a I don't know. I haven't totally decided what color. In bark, dune. Dune is kind of off-white color, if that makes sense. So bark, I think, is going to be not the right color brown, although I like bark a lot. One of my faves. Those are greens. Nope, don't want greens. We want the whites. Like yellow and purple. I need to mark these. That's what I need to do. 100. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's 100, but I bet it's only in the 70s here. I feel like it's in the hundreds. Just saying. Oh, glow in the dark. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I do have white. Plenty of white. I guess that might be the tell-all too. How many dune, how much dune I have. Dune is one of my favorites around here. It's like kind of an almond color. They used to have an almond, so don't mistake me. See, this is camel, and I don't know if I like that. I used camel once for the map, and I was disappointed. And bark, of course. But where's dune? Why can I not find it? Lots of black. Kind of wish these were clear. They're nice because they're good and sturdy. These little containers. These little chalk totes, I guess they're called. Yellow, orange, brown. I'm going to put away camel because I don't think it's the right color. I think I have it. Oh, of course. I don't know how I didn't. How did I miss this one? I don't know. I've got 2 camels out. And then yellows are over here. So I swapped them out. Anyway, I try to keep them organized, but I'm not doing great, am I? All right. I think we're going to do June. I'm just going to get rid of this brown here. Bark. Bark, bark, bark. I don't know why I have camel in with orange, but it works. All right. So I'm going to be really easy on here. 100 would be way too much probably. I know you guys are like desert-ish, but still. That's a little hot. Definitely need air conditioning. See, the funny thing about here up in Idaho, we're up in the mountain. We're 3,600 feet. It does get warm. Not 100 warm usually. If it got 100, I think I was dying. Everybody would be down at the river. We're up in the woods, I guess. We have snow on the mountain still, so that's kind of funny. But nobody here thinks we need air conditioning because we have a dry heat. You guys probably have a dry heat too in Arizona. But for some reason, people here do. I disagree. I'm hot. Never gets moist. I get hot. I'm kind of miserable not having it. You try to like all day, like you're opening and closing windows and shades, trying to get, cool air, warm air, the air moving. You leave it open at night. It does get really cool at night. I will say that. And I'm going to do this with a squeegee. Normally, if this was a big pattern that didn't have, like, I don't know if you can see this wrinkle, but I've got a wrinkle in it. It got stretched. It is what it is, and I refuse to replace it. I do have another one, but I don't want to use it. So there's that. And I think it's going to be okay because this is kind of the middle part. We don't really... I've thought about doing like I'm actually looking at it and kind of... What do you guys think? Can you see that? I'm actually thinking about white. I want the map to blend in with the United States. I want it to look like the map goes around. I think that's what I'm going to do now that I fixed Dune, right? All right, we're going to do white. I'm going to do white. It's probably my best. I just opened it, so it's a nice consistency too. So that might be a better choice, to be honest. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So anyway, my brother-in-law and I guess my husband's uncle is up in the woods. I mean, it's not like it's like 10 minutes from town, but they are closer than Wisconsin or Washington, where they're from. I'm trying to go in the same direction here so I don't smear it. Keep reminding me. Tell me to do it that way. So lots of exciting things going on. The first thing is I got to get this facing up because it is going right at my map. Drying out my paste as we go. I'm going to go fast. So we are going to be having letter boards and letter tiles, new launch tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. a new launch. If you would like a link for shopping at the launch tomorrow morning and a reminder, put launch and I will get that to you in the morning. It's 9 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Pacific, so that's 8 my time. So that is happening tomorrow morning. We're having a letter board. It's got reusable tiles to use on it. It's even got like there's a stand. There's a couple of new, I think if I counted right, I don't even know, 3 new fonts. 3 new fonts are coming out tomorrow. Did you see that, Anne? I don't know if you watched the Love Live Live, whatever. Launch Love Live, whatever it is. Our company puts on a Facebook, thing to kind of launch everything. Ooh, that one might have gushed. That was not a wise choice. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm gonna peel this corner up and make sure we're going. Oh yeah, that's actually a lot brighter, and I do see where almost looks like spider webs. I do see where I smeared. All right, do you see that? Isn't that nice? It did kind of smear in some places, so, and I could feel it. I could feel it going, and I can also see like down here, it's not very dark, and that's okay. We're for the rustic look, and I actually, once this dries, I may go. Ah. Oh, you need one of these now, because now they're 6 feet long. They just changed our heat tool to 6 feet long. What a great idea, because we have 3 feet. Yes, it looks like, I'm so excited about those tiles. They're reusable. I saw kind of a sneak peek at leadership. I was so pumped. I do see a little smudgy underneath. I'm gonna take that off the back, because if I put it down, it's gonna smudgy on me. That's official crafting words right there, smudgy. Ooh, we got some thunder here. That's good thing there's snow up in the mountain. I hope there's been enough water, because I tell you what, when it thunders around here, that means lightning, and lightning means forest fires, because we are in the middle. We have like 75% of our county is for national forest, and so with the national forest, they do not stop it from burning. There is no firefighting unless there is life in danger. That's the only time the Forest Service intervenes around here. So it is what it is, I guess. It's where we live. So now whenever I used to love thunderstorms in Wisconsin. They're just, rainstorms or whatever. So beautiful, smells good, entertaining, all that stuff. And not so much here. Here you just hold your breath and go, please don't light a fire near somebody's house. Because if you live, and we all kind of live near the forest here, because we are in the forest. Like I said, 78% of our county is national forest. So I'm hoping this will. I'm going to do another peel here. And then do this last corner that's really bubbly. I'm not necessarily looking for like complete coverage here, because like I said, especially on this middle part, I'm actually probably not going to go very hard on that. I just want it up here mostly. Take off any extra, because I do want to come back and do more, because I got to do this twice. It's a repeating. I hope they made it repeating. Let's just say that. I did overlap a little bit, but still pretty. I had some. If you ever have it where you peel it up and it looks kind of cracky, it looks like it's not printing. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't want to take that off because it's saving my place. But if it ever looks like, it didn't print in certain places, it's because it gets too dry. I used to sit in the front porch when we had a storm. Yes. Love to listen to it. And in my little Airstream, that's where I am right now. It sounds really awesome. It's pretty awesome. But like I said, it's kind of a danger thing out west. Kind of a danger. I'm hot. I'm scorching here. Love my made up words. Yeah, I make up a lot. My makeup words. It's getting warm. I'll probably, like, once this gets dry, I'll probably go over it with some sandpaper just to kind of give it more of a vintagey, oops. Yeah. Vintagey look. Oh no. See, this is what I'm afraid of. I think, oh, there, got it. Whew. Got it. I'm going to try to do this area up here. Hopefully. This one is. The trick, the nice thing is you can relay these down and they'll re-stick and all that kind of good stuff. But the trick is to find the right spot so you don't have it moved. So are you originally from Minnesota, or did you just live there for a time? We lived right on the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, so this interests me. I don't know if this one's a repeating one or not, to be honest with you. I don't know. We can always start over, right? I'm just going to try to end it here. There's nothing over here. Like, there's a section where there's really nothing there. Okay, we got that off. Not bad. Not bad. I don't think, though, usually when they do repeating patterns, it goes here. But it's these go to nowhere. I don't know. I don't know where the repeat is. I don't think there is one, maybe. And I'm just looking at some of these lines. They end nowhere. I think I'm just gonna repeat it a different way and hope that you can't notice it. That's what I'm gonna hope. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. I don't think this map has a repeat. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. I like a lot of our patterns now, because this is a little bit older, but it's still available. Our patterns now usually have a repeat, so you can line them up and repeat. This one is not proving. If it did, I didn't see it. But I'm just gonna kind of overlap. Like I said, in the middle, it doesn't matter so much because I'm going to use the United States of America transfer across the middle of this great big board. And the board was actually too big. You can believe that. It was bigger. And I've done this pattern on a suitcase too, and I'm trying to remember. Maybe I just did it in the middle. I don't know. That would have been the other thing. I could have just like skipped the middle part if I wanted to. I'm going a little faster with this because I want this side. I'm never patient enough to like wash it and wait for it to dry. I gotta go. I don't want to wait, because that would involve stopping and going a different time. So we're just gonna keep on moving with this. Hopefully it will turn out the way I'm imagining. If not, we're gonna get really creative. Really creative. I'm glad I have you, Ann and Michelle, on here because you guys always inspire me and help me out a little bit. Ooh, there comes the rain. It's just a little bit of thunder. I didn't see any lightning, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. But there is the little bit of rain. We planted radishes and beets and peas and lettuce and spinach and chard in our garden beds yesterday. So this is perfect. And the nitrogen coming from lightning, not a bad thing as long as we get enough water with it so that we don't get any forest fires. Ooh, I am covered in white. Look at that. This is an adventure, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if we disguise it. I think it's going to be okay because it's sort of, and this side might be a little on the dark side. I'm going to put that on the backing, and then I will wash that under the sink with one of our board erasers to get that clean. Set that aside. And I'm going to give this a little bit of a spritz because my chalk paste. This is washable, this chalk paste, and it does. Thank you. I think it looks really good. This is, I mean, there's no right or wrong to the map, right? And this, now imagine this is going to be the United States, and hopefully I'm looking at this. Yep, this was a big board. I want to say I got it for a few dollars at Michael's. It was like 70 or 90% off. I can't remember. It was a huge amount off. And it had already been marked, and it was off like the reduced amount of $15. It was originally $25, $26, somewhere around there. So I was very excited, and I was kind of like, should I buy them all? But I resisted and just got one. So we'll see how this goes. How is this going for dryness? I did wax it before we started, and I think I'm going to take some of the edge of this off because I don't want it to look, I'm going to put the, what color do you think I should do the United States? That's the question. Should I do it contrasting or should I do it in white? Tell me what your answer to that is so you guys are really creative, so I like to get ideas. I was thinking about just blending it in. Always before you start doing sanding, make sure you dry it well, because it's nothing worse than like smearing it because you used sandpaper on it real quick. I want to get this down a little bit because it's really dark. Maybe. I always try to sand like in the grain. With the grain, not against the grain, because then it looks natural when you sand it. I'm going to go really hard here on this side because I want it to look natural. And it was pretty dark over there, so I'm going to take that off, make it look a little more rustic, whatever, country. That's what they used to call it. Oh, goodness, I just like, my husband would be like, what did you do? Because I just, blew that in here. I think you'll see that this is going to take off the edge here. I don't have to do much over here, so that's kind of why I'm avoiding over there. And I'm going to take off the edge up here because I want it to, I'll just take out this outside edge here. It all looks uniform. I need to sweep in here. It was so cold all winter in here. Well, and recently it's been really cold. I didn't get a chance to sweep in here, so it's time, because I often do that. I put it on the floor. I try to like take it over to my outside and dump out the sand. You guys have seen my papers. Now I am just using a wipe just to get the dust off. I'm not going super hard because it'll reactivate that chalk paste and smear it, and we don't want to do that. And actually it looks like, see, it's turning kind of grayish. I think it's actually picking up some of the paint, but I'm gonna I'm going a little harder over here because I want it off. I don't want to leave that